And here comes our crew approaching the dock down here at 79th Street after another fun day out in Biscayne Bay. I'll tell you what, it doesn't seem to matter. Down here in Miami, we're always going to find a way out on the water. Everybody's out to have a good time. Welcome back, guys, to the greatest show on earth. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats, and it's another Wavy Guru production back down at the ramp. We always see all kinds of different and unique boats approaching these boat ramps, but here in Miami, it really doesn't matter. Everybody seems to be having a good time. It doesn't matter if you're rolling in one of these or you're rolling out in a big center console with quints on the back. Everybody's out here to have a good time. And our crew's getting ready to launch to get out for the day, and here comes the back down. And we're off to, oh, she's got to stop it. We're rolling back into the boat behind us. And man, it's a close call. She gets a little assist here at the end. But I thought for sure this thing was going to roll into the boat behind him. But she was able to get it stopped. But that was a close call. And that's the tough part sometimes, man. These boats, if you just tap those brakes, they'll come off the trailer. And sometimes it'll come off a little bit hot. And it looks like our crew's going to get this one tied up on 4. Our husband had to walk the stern line up. But he's going to get in here and he's going to get pulled over. And we can see we've got a lot of our jet ski rentals returning already. A little bit early, but once again, it's an overcast day down here at 79th. You can see that in the background. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. This is not something we see often. These guys down here that run all these jet skis back in, tied up together, these crews are pros. We very rarely see them do anything. And I don't know, she must have hit the throttle on accident. We missed it, but the ski hit the dock. She fell off. She appears to be okay, thankfully. But man, that's an unusual one. I'm almost always impressed by these crews when they're coming back in, because the way they handle this, pulling 4, 5, 6, and upwards of 8 jet skis sometimes they come back in here. But she's going to get pulled over to the dock now, but that was a close call. That's one of the first times I think I've ever seen any of these crews actually come in and mess up. That's why we weren't even watching it, because they never mess up. The camera wasn't on her, because these guys always have the skills when they come in here. Our crew's patiently waiting their turn, but they're going to take this Aqua Sport in, and we're going to try and get it. Whoa, Cap! Coming in a little high here at 79th. And Cap really is approaching the dock hot. But he's going to keep holding on to it. Come in with a little bit of a heavy throttle hand. Oh! We are all over the place on the throttles with this one. Cap, I'm not a big fan of this approach. Things can go wrong when you do this. But he's just struggling a little bit down here. And trying to overcompensate by adding more throttle. Man, look at this. All right, so we've got the... Oh, nope. We had the dock, but she pulled off. And no, please God, no. Somebody get the dog off the deck. This is not the spot you want to be for this if you're this dog. My man's been all over the throttles. And it looks like we're going to get off on this one. But the dog, man, he got lucky. If he'd have been out there a few seconds earlier, we would have probably tossed this dog. So Cap's going to pull us in on 2, and we're going to be able to keep this one in, I guess. And Cap's like, he's excited about it. He's like, yeah, nailed it. I don't know about nailing it, bro. But, I mean, you did get him in. You got him in safely. The dog's still on the deck, and nobody fell in. And here comes our crew making an approach on 6. And he looks like he's coming just a little bit wide. That's going to make it difficult for him to get back over onto 6. Unless he's got somebody who's willing to leap off and probably pull him over. Maybe a ring toss to the pool, but no. We're going to brake check this one, and it looks like he's going to back out. And it looks like his guy behind him is trying to give him a little bit of instructions. And Cap's not having it. Cap's telling him basically, know your role and shut your hole. I'm the captain. So Cap's backing all the way back out on this one. I'm curious if he's going to switch it up and go over to one of the odd ramps. The current's been pushing a little bit in, but there's not a whole lot of current down here today. And so they're going to make their approach back over, but 5's now open as well. And yeah, if he's turning this hard, it looks like they're going to make an approach on 5. And hoping that the wind and current will just push him in on that one. So Cap's going to turn the bow in on this one. We've got somebody ready with a line, it appears. I mean, I don't see the line in his hand, but I'm assuming if he's in the bow of the boat, he's got one in his hand. Cap brake checks us back up a little bit again, and he still didn't like his approach. He's going to have to get it in a little closer, it looks like. We're going to go heavy bow in this time. And our guy's going to get off of the lines, but the stern's going to kick out on this one. They got to get a stern line up, and we are late on the approach on the stern. So now we've got this one pretty much sideways over here. So our guy does have the stern line ready, but that stern line doesn't even look like it's long enough to hit the dock. So he's holding it. Somebody's going to have to walk this one back over now. Everybody's just kind of staring it down like, what do we do? The big problem here is the stern line just doesn't look long enough. So, I mean, this boat's probably 20 some odd foot, and he looks like he's got about a 15-foot stern line back there, which makes it nearly impossible. I mean, when you're getting your lines on this, you almost always are going to want lines longer than your boat, just because in case of this scenario right here. If I've got to walk it up from the stern to the dock, I want to be able to do so. So we're going to go for the toss. My man's holding his foot out like a ring toss, like toss the line onto my foot, but I don't even think it's long enough for that. And here we go. We're going to get a little kick out. And it looks like Cap's got his motor on. We'll do a little reverse to bring the stern around. We've added a shirt on the line to add a little bit of distance, and that'll be good enough to get us pulled up onto the dock. I like the adding of the shirt to the line as an extension. That's a unique one that I haven't quite seen down here at 79th yet. And our captain's coming in, making an approach on 7. And he's got one of those tougher approaches here. He's a solo cap, and as we already know, that can be a little more difficult, especially approaching on 7. Your lines are going to be on the opposite side the helm's on. So Cap's going to leave the helm to walk over and try and get himself tied off on this. But he's coming in a little hot. When I say hot, he's heading into the next boat. He's going to have to speed check this by stopping it on the dock. And no! Oh, we're going to hit the outdrive. I mean, it's just a little light nudge, but he's probably going to scuff that. And even just a light scuff, I mean, that's probably a $200 fix. Cap's now going to tie this off. He's pushed himself back off the outdrive. And it looks like he's in no real rush to get himself out of here. Looks like he's going to go back to the helm. We'll give it a little bumper reverse just to pull off this thing. And no harm, no foul. Nobody's even paying attention, so he's going to go ahead and get out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet, Miami, Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.